up everyone? Rick Redmond here, and we are back with this series once again. That is right. Welcome everyone to our Madden NFL 19 franchise for your Los Angeles Rams. Whew, that felt good to say. It's been a while since I said that, but nonetheless, we are back here with the new Madden 19 game, and we're going to start a new franchise for the LA Rams. Now, I was going to talk over that video package that you just saw at the beginning, talking about the season and how we got all these new additions, but you know, I'll just let the video do the talking on its own. You saw the additions, you saw the season we had last year, won the division, and now we are improved once again. So it's time to pick the team like we always do. You see the overall this year, definitely improvement from last year. 84 overall with the 85 offense and 87 defense. You saw on the defense what the new additions we got with Ndamukong Suh, Aqib Talib, Marcus Peters. Oh my goodness. And then on the offense, we're still at high-powered octane offense, but now we got the addition of Brandon Cooks. We lose Sammy Watkins. I think this is going to be an improvement, but we'll see how the season goes and how he pairs well with Jared Goff. Now you see I'm going through the settings. You see what settings I'm going to be using. 6-minute quarters. I'm going to keep it all pro for now. Last year I kind of had this weird feeling where all pro was at pretty much easy a lot for most of the times, but I didn't want to go to all Madden because all Madden felt like the game tried to rig me. So we're going to keep it all pro for now, and then we'll see how the game progresses. You saw in the background with the head coach Sean McVay, so it looks like a nice little main menu they updated, so you get to see kind of what he's doing. Also in the menu you get to see your lineups just like you normally would. Offense, you saw the overalls there, and on the defense as well. You see these little puzzle pieces next to each player's pieces though, so that's something new they introduced, and that's involving scheme fit. So those pieces are based on if that player fits perfectly with your scheme, then his overall, or at least like his attributes, I'm going to assume, like rise up and stuff like that. Also, there's a new category called specialists now, where you have different skilled positions based on what player is being used for. So like third down back was usually normally the case, but there's also a power back, slot corner, slot receiver, sub linebacker, rush end, left end, stuff like that. Now when you go into the schemes category, originally it had us on an offensive scheme for West Coast power zone, but if you change it, you can see what percentage it is and what scheme actually benefits you more. So for example, we changed the vertical zone run, and that scheme actually fits most of our players a lot better than the original one, power zone, I believe. So we're gonna keep it at that since it was like pretty much right near the upper 90s. So that will be the offense. The defensive one will just keep it the same. Now I did notice we had an empty spot at fullback. I didn't know if that was planned or not, but that's how the game set us up for it. So we went to free agency. We found the best overall fullback available, and he fits our scheme, which is a double bonus. So we're going to go ahead and sign him for just a little over $1 million. Just a little over $1 million. We can afford it. So we're going to go ahead and add him. But what I didn't realize was after I signed him, they decided to autofill the lineups. And ironically, Gerald Everett actually fits better has a better overall fullback than the one we signed. So maybe we didn't have to sign him. I don't know. Everett's technically our second tight end, but I guess we'll keep him at fullback and see how that works. Now, of course, before we start the season, there's always the expectations or decisions on what goals you're setting for yourself for the season. So this is kind of like how many wins you feel like your team is going to meet. And you have to make sure you at least either reach it or get close to it. Otherwise, the owner will probably fire you. So I originally was thinking, man, why would we be confident enough to make it to the Super Bowl? But we barely just got out of the wild card round, and we didn't even get advanced past that. So I made it more realistic and decided to do at least the conference championship. We got to reach the conference championship, I believe. That is probably a better goal for us. Looking at the schedule, we do have a pretty tough schedule, but there are some opponents that are definitely doable that we can beat as well. So we're going to set our expectations pretty high on this one as we go into this season, and then probably seasons down the road, we're definitely going to hit Super Bowl or bust. That's going to be our mantra going forward. Now, also new when you update your players, when you go in your lineups, you'll see a little 1 on some of your players. That means they have the ability to upgrade a stat or an attribute. So, for example, Todd Gurley has the ability to upgrade his elusive back, which ups his other overalls as well. So that means he went from a 92 to a 93. So we pretty much got all the technicalities, all that settled. So now we are ready to start the season opener. We skipped all the preseason. We don't need to go to preseason. We're ready for the regular season. Let's get this game underway, as we're going to kick off the season on the road at Oakland against the Raiders. And John Gruden's first game back as head coach. And speaking of coach, let's kick it off to Coach to introduce us to tonight's Monday night game.
Chucky is back. It's the coach. This is week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, for the first time in more than 16 years, John Gruden takes to the sideline here in Oakland as coach of the Raiders. But they're in for a tough test against a playoff team from a year ago, the Los Angeles Rams. I'll talk to you again at halftime with a look back to games from yesterday. But first, we head out to the East Bay. Standing by, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. The pregame festivities here in Oakland have to be seen to be believed. This crowd in silver and black, they are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Los Angeles Rams. Hi again, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at the Raiders here entering play, and I don't think from what we saw down on the field before the game there's any doubt they're ready to roll.
They passed the eye test, don't they? This team looks fired up and ready to play.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Rams, an early season tilt. And when it's an early season tilt, should be ready to roll.
Well, let's face it, the aches and pains haven't really set in yet. And both teams eyeing a really good start to get things going.
Ooh, I'm excited now as we are just about underway to get the 2019 NFL season started here on Monday Night Football under the bright lights. Let's go. As we start with the touchback, and the Raiders offense will start the game first with Derek Carr under the helm at quarterback. See the nice little presentation that they started off with introducing the quarterback, so that's a nice little touching upgrade. Alright, so here we go. First play of the game for the Raiders. Here they're going to hand off to Marshawn Lynch, but look who's there to stop him. It's Aaron Donald. He's going to be a topic of discussion throughout the season, most likely, because we are going to have to figure out a way to renegotiate his contract. He's going to be a free agent, I believe, next year. So now on 3rd and 9 for the Raiders here. They got to convert to keep the drive alive, and Carr finds his running back over the middle of the field. And look at that juke move. He made like 2 of our defenders getting embarrassed right there. So great play by him and keeps it going. Another 3rd down conversion for the Raiders here as Carr finds new Raider Martavius Bryant. So the Raiders also have some new upgrades that they got. And oh my gosh, right over the middle of the field, they try to hit Bryant again, but overthrows it just by a smidge. Now on 2nd and long, Carr gets sacked by Aaron Donald. Donald making his presence known very early in this game as he gets a big tackle on Lynch and then a sack on Derek Carr. So now on 3rd and 23, all the way backed up now. Carr's going to have to get a big-time throw for a first down. And almost finds the other new Raider, Jordy Nelson, but couldn't come up with the grab. Nelson wanted the flag, so did Gruden, but they ain't going to get it. As now we will get the ball now as Jared Goff is going to lead for our offense here tonight with the 83 overall rating. We'll see how he does in his 3rd year now. So here we go. First play for the Rams now. Play action. Goff. He's going to take a deep shot already. Down the field. He finds Robert Woods connected all the way inside the 20 for a 61-yard completion. What a start. Goff not shy under the lights for Monday night tonight here as he takes a deep shot to Robert Woods, who just hangs on and gets us all the way into Oakland territory just like that. So now on the next play, Gurley knocking defender down, and he gets his first carry. It's going to be for 9 yards, almost a first down. So now 3rd and goal here, so we have to convert. Otherwise, we're going to have to force a field goal. Goff looking over the middle to the new Ram Cooks, but could not connect. So we are going to have to settle for 3 and at least get the lead right before the 2nd quarter begins. So now Raiders with the ball here right before the end of the 1st. Carr play action, gets sacked by Marcus Peters coming off the corner blitz. Carr did not even see him coming from his blind side, and Peters gets his first sack as a LA Ram. So one of the other new additions to the team making a contribution here to start off the game. But look at this here, another new face for this time for the Raiders. Jordy Nelson gets most of those yards back and gets him to at least a 3rd and short. And on 3rd and 1, once again, Carr goes to Jordy Nelson, and they get the first down this time. So now Carr, play action once again. This time he can take a shot to, it looks like Jordy again, but Mark Barron picks it off with the user pick, but oh, he fumbles it. Nelson makes him cough it up, but luckily we were able to scoop it up with one of the other Rams players. So luckily, we were able to be right around the football when Barron fumbled it. It looked like he was down anyways, but nonetheless, we still get the ball. So it's turnover, and now we're going to go ahead and start our possession here on 2nd and 21. Gurley was able to get us some yards back as he finds a hole up the middle. So in 3rd and 6, so now more manageable 3rd down attempt. Goff's going to drop back and find Cooper Kupp over the middle for a first down. Another 3rd and 6 here once again, almost deja vu. This time Cooper Kupp running down the right side of the field and gets another first down for us. On the next play with about 3 minutes to play in the 2nd quarter, Goff's going to take a shot to Cooper Kupp again, but there's 2 defenders there and it's picked off. So Raiders getting the ball right back, having a chance to now either tie or take the lead on this possession before halftime. So Carr dropping back on 2nd and 12 here, but now he's picked off. This is Countess now. Countess with the pick, and just like that, back-to-back possessions for both teams resulting in interception. So it's like almost starting over. So now we get the ball again. 3rd and 5 now, this time at the Raiders 20. Goff over the middle finds Robert Woods, gets a first down inside the 10. On 2nd and goal inside the 5 now. Gurley, can he pound his way into the end zone? Did he get it in? No, he stopped short. So 3rd and goal at the 1. Surely we can manage to get this first down with Gurley, right? This is what the best back in the game, or arguably the best back in the game in some opinions. But he stopped again. So on 4th and goal, we're going to go for it again. We got Gurley. We trust in him. Can he get the first? No, he's short. Oh no, he's short, and we got to go into the half just only up by 3.
On to our EA Sports halftime report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, where it was the visiting Bills who were able to come away with the victory on the road. The Bills start the campaign 1-0 with the road victory. From there, we head all the way out west to see what's happening with the LA Chargers. And they were winners in that game over the visiting Kansas City Chiefs. The Chargers with a strong performance as they get the win at home in the opener. Finally, let's get to Philadelphia. Check on the Eagles at home at Lincoln Financial Field. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Atlanta Falcons. The Eagles with an ideal start as they move to 1-0 in front of their home faithful. In the game you're watching, it was Jared Goff with a strong first half. His guys lead, though by only a field goal. Still anybody's game. As we send it back to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Nice little update on the halftime presentation with the game ticker and all the scores. But now here we go. We start off with the ball in the 2nd half. Look at this. Goff's first throw, first play of the half. He finds Robert Woods down the left side. Woods tippy-toes in for a huge play and the first down. So now inside Raiders territory. Gurley now. He's trying to find some room to run. He's been kind of on and off lately in this game, but he gets the first down there. Oh, but no. Gurley's down. Gurley is down and he's holding, looks like his ribs. That is not a good sign. The trainers are attending to him and it looks like he's going to the locker room. So most likely, hopefully he'll be able to come back. But we will find out momentarily soon, I hope, and see what the status is. But no, what comes worse makes bad news even more bad. As Goff throws a pick. A second pick of the game. Whitehead gets the pick, and this is just add the cherry on top for more bad news. Gurley will not be able to return. He's out with a hip pointer, so we have to go with the rookie John Kelly now, as he will take over the responsibilities at running back. So now Raiders, let's see if they can take advantage. 3rd and 7, they fall short of their first down, so we get the ball right back. So now 2nd and 8, Goff's gonna find Brandon Cooks right on the left side. Tries a spin move but gets taken down, but we're inside Raiders, or we're getting close inside Raiders territory. I think that's Cook's first catch of the game as a Ram. So now Kelly gets his first carry, got some decent yards, but on 3rd and 5 here. Goff over the middle. Here comes Brandon Cooks. He's starting to feel it now as he gets a first down. Goff, besides those 2 picks, looking like he's having a pretty good game. 2nd and 5 here at the 24. Kelly, the rookie, gets in and gets a good enough amount of yards for the first down. But what is it? Oh, come on, not again. Not again. Another running back is down for us. So that's our 2 running backs out. And now he's going to the locker room as well. So we don't even know if he might return. And just like that, we get the update. It's a low back strain. Will not be able to return. So now we got to go to our 3rd string back, Davis. At this point, 3rd and 10, do we even trust going to the running back if we get into the goal line position? But we get a first down with Goff going to Cooper Kupp right at the 2. But do we even want to run it on 1st and goal? I don't even know. So Goff gonna decide to throw it now on 1st and goal, and he gets a touchdown over the middle. It's Brandon Cooks, his first as a LA Ram. Big time play as Goff is able to thread the needle right past the linebacker, and Cooks celebrating as he gets his first official touchdown as a Los Angeles Rams, and hopefully many more to come. So now the Raiders they're down by 10, have not even got a point on the board yet. Can we keep the shutout going as we go into the 4th quarter? But now another injury timeout appears. It's Derek Carr. So on that last play, it looks like he got shaken up somehow. Let's take a look. As Carr, as soon as he threw, Aaron Donald threw him to the ground, but we didn't really see much. But either way, looks like he's going to have to take a seat. So now here comes E.J. Manuel, the backup, as he takes over on a big 4th down conversion and converts it right there to Martavis Bryant. So now Raiders driving down with Manuel as Manuel finds Bryant once again for another first down. So 2 for 2 for Manuel. On the next play, EJ looking, finding Amari Cooper now. He's had a quiet game, but finally he gets going as he gets a catch against Talib. Now on 3rd and 5, can Manuel convert once again inside the red zone? Did he get Cooper in the back? He did. What? Wow, he beat Talib again. I have to look at that replay because I don't even know for sure if he got both feet in bounds. That's tricky. Oh, here's the pylon cam that will help us. Oh, he crashed into the pylon cam and it pretty much almost broke. So looks like the booth's going to review it for us so we could get an idea. Did he get both feet in bounds? Let's see. We're going to closer look at this. Oh, he might have actually. The grass clippings look like they flinged off when he dragged his feet, and the booth is going to say the touchdown stands. So the Raiders, led by E.J. Manuel, have now cut the lead to 3. So now with under 3 minutes to play, this next possession by us could be huge. So Goff now finding Robert Woods on a little drag route, gets just enough for a first down. So now we're at the 2-minute mark. But with both our starting backs gone, I don't know if the run game's going to help as much as we lost 5 yards. So now on 3rd and 15, we need to convert here. This is big. Goff going to take a shot to Cooper Kupp. Kupp gets a completion, gets enough for the first down, and that's got to do it. That's got to seal it for us. As you see here, Goff just gets the pass off in the nick of time before that pressure comes. And Kupp with a great route, even though the pass is a little bit behind him, gets the catch, seals it. May not have had the best game, but he had the biggest play of the game as Kupp is excited. John Gruden can only cross his arms in disbelief as we walk into Oakland and the season opener on Monday night with a victory 10-7. Not exactly the score I was expecting going into this game, but nonetheless, we are going to take the W. So I thank you guys. That's going to be it for this episode. Thank you guys for watching this. If you guys like and subscribe, make sure you comment all that good stuff. Stay tuned for the next episode, and until next time, guys, this is Redmond out.